The first time I overheard them scheming, I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. It was late, nearly midnight. My wife, Claire, had her two closest friends, Amanda and Julie, over for wine and a cozy girls' night in. I was upstairs in my office, pretending to finish some work when I went down to grab a glass of water. That's when I froze in the hallway, half hidden in the shadow of the stairs. Their laughter drifted from the living room, low, secretive, carrying something sharp beneath it. Then Amanda's voice cut through, cold and confident. "You should test him, Claire. Pretend you're ending things. See if he begs. See how far he'll go to prove he's faithful. Men only show their true colors when they think they're about to lose you." The glass nearly slipped from my hand. Julie added, her tone smug. "Exactly. If he doesn't fight for you, maybe he never cared. At least you'll know." And then Claire, my wife, the woman I built my world around, spoke softly, uncertain but intrigued. "You think so? It feels cruel, but maybe you're right. I guess I've wondered if he'd still love me if things ever got hard." I stood there, motionless. My wife wasn't just listening. She was agreeing, plotting, toying with the idea of staging a fake breakup just to test me like some experiment. And in that moment, something inside me cracked. The setup. The next evening, she went through with it. We sat at the dining table, dinner barely touched. The candle between us flickered across her face, and I saw something rehearsed behind her eyes. She looked up, feigning sadness, and whispered, "James, I don't think this is working anymore. We're done." The exact line, the script her friends had fed her. My chest tightened, but I stayed calm. Amanda's voice echoed in my head. "See if he begs." Instead, I leaned back, nodded slightly, and said quietly, "If that's how you feel, I won't stop you." Her fork hit the plate with a clatter. The mask slipped, shock flashed in her eyes. "Wait, what? That's it? You're not even going to fight for us?" I shrugged, my tone steady. "If you decided it's over, there's nothing left to fight for." She just stared, stunned, speechless. And for the first time in years, I felt the power shift between us. That night, she tossed and turned. I lay still, staring at the ceiling, her words replaying in my mind. Did she really think love was some kind of test? That breaking my heart was a way to prove devotion? The betrayal wasn't just the fake breakup. It was that she'd conspired with her friends, that she doubted me enough to turn our marriage into a cruel performance. Over the next few days, I played along. I grew distant, colder, quieter. I stopped starting conversations, stopped reaching for her hand. It didn't take long for her act to crumble. One evening, she cornered me in the kitchen, voice trembling. "James, are you really okay with this being over?" I looked at her and said flatly, "I thought we were supposed to be partners, Claire. I thought we trusted each other." She flinched as if I'd struck her. The confrontation. A week later, I couldn't hold it in any longer. I waited until her friends came over again. In fact, I invited them myself, pretending everything was fine, pouring wine, smiling. But inside, I was a storm. When the three of them sat down, laughing like nothing had happened, I leaned on the doorway and dropped the truth. "So, Claire," I said evenly, "how'd I do on your little loyalty test?" Silence crashed through the room. Amanda's glass froze in midair. Julie went pale. Claire's lips parted, but no words came. I stepped closer, eyes locked on my wife. "Don't look so shocked. I heard it all. That night you sat here, planning whether I'd beg or walk away." Her mouth trembled. "James, it wasn't supposed to hurt you." "But it did," I said sharply. "You could have asked me how much I love you. You could have trusted what we built. Instead, you staged some fake breakup like I'm a lab rat you needed to test." Amanda shifted uncomfortably. "We were just looking out for her." "No," I cut her off. "You poisoned her mind. You made her doubt me, and she let you." Julie tried to speak, but I raised a hand. "Both of you, leave. Now." They gathered their things in silence, faces burning with guilt, and slipped out the door. That left just me and Claire. The fallout. She broke down the second they were gone, grabbing my arm, tears streaming. James, please, I didn't mean it like that. I was scared. I just needed to know we were strong enough. I thought if you fought for me, I'd feel safe again. Her words cut deeper than a blade. Claire, I said slowly, if you don't know by now, nothing I do will ever prove it. My love isn't some test to pass. It's something I give freely, every single day. She sobbed harder. I made a mistake. Please don't give up on me. And here was the cruelest truth. I still loved her. Even as anger boiled in me, even as betrayal gnawed at my chest, I couldn't just stop loving her. But love without trust? That's a house built on sand. The distance. In the weeks that followed, we lived in limbo. She tried breakfasts in bed, long texts, surprise date nights. But every time I looked at her, I saw that moment at the table. We're done. The line she delivered like a dagger, just to see if I would bleed. One night, she whispered in the dark, "Do you think we can fix this?" I didn't answer, because I didn't know. The turning point. A month later, I came home from work and found her sitting on the couch, holding an envelope. "I wrote you something," she said, voice shaking. Inside was a handwritten letter. Raw, desperate, sincere. She confessed everything. Her fears, her insecurities, how her friends had influenced her, and the guilt that's haunted her since. "If you leave me," she wrote, "I'll understand. But if you stay, I'll spend my life proving you never had to beg for my love. It's always been yours." I sat there with the letter trembling in my hands, torn between heartbreak and hope. The decision. I wish I could say I forgave her instantly, that we cried, kissed, and rebuilt what was broken. But life isn't that simple. I told her I needed time. I couldn't promise forgiveness. Not yet. She didn't argue, just nodded, tears spilling down her cheeks, whispering, "I'll wait." So that's where I am now, caught between the wreckage of betrayal and the faint glimmer of what we once were. Because love isn't just loyalty or passion. It's trust. And when trust shatters, the road back is long and merciless. Maybe one day, I'll find my way back to her. Or maybe that night's words will haunt me forever. All I know is this: the moment she tested me, she failed to test herself.